guys, welcome back to Embers and Ash. My name's Ashley, if you didn't know, and I am finally giving you a room tour of the kids' room. I know it has taken a while to get to this point because it actually took me a while to finish the room. I really wanted to do this intentionally and create a space that will grow with our children. If you don't know, I have a son who is coming up on 2 years old in a couple months, and I'm pregnant with our second. I'm 22 weeks pregnant, and we live in 800 square feet, 2 bedrooms, so the children have to share a room, which is kind of a new thing for our generation, but is very common with people my age. So I want to share how we're doing it, how we're going to make it work, how the room will grow with our children. My intentionality with this space was I wanted it to be a fun, adventurous, curiosity-inducing type room, not just aesthetic and beautiful, but like I said, fun for the kids. So I feel like I've achieved it while still staying within the realm of things I like. So yeah, that's enough babbling. I think I'm ready to start showing you around. Okay, I want to start off by showing you the posters I hung on the wall. I wanted to do something on this wall, but nothing crazy because the back wall is the main feature of the space. And I found these posters at a local small shop, but I can link them for you because I don't know, I found them online as well. So I got the bees and honey poster because Josh and I used to beekeep. We want to do it again, but we're busy renovating a house. That's another story. The trees and the mushrooms, I just find it's like the perfect aesthetic for this woodsy, almost cottagecore, hobbitcore type space. That's what I was going for, and obviously they'll be more educational as the kids get older too. Even now, Rook points at the posters and says mushroom and trees. So that's really fun. I made my own frames for them because this type of frame is actually kind of expensive, like more expensive than it should be. So I just took 2 pieces of trim wood, I think, like some sort of finishing wood from Home Depot, cut them to size in store, and just taped them onto the poster and added some string to the top. So what could have been like, you know, $60 to get 3 of them pre-made turned into like a $10 project. So I'm really happy with these. I feel like they fit the space perfectly, but they don't overwhelm. Next, I want to share with you guys the coolest addition to this bedroom makeover, which is our Misa smart thermostat for electric baseboard heaters, and they're also the sponsor of today's video. Misa is a smart thermostat that allows you to stay in control of how and when you heat your home from anywhere in the world. With Misa, you can adjust the temperature manually on the thermostat, or you can do it from your phone at any time from anywhere. But the app does so much more than change the temperature. My favorite feature is that you can set schedules for when you want the heat turned up high and when you want the heat turned down based on what your life routines are like. This means that you're saving money on your electric bill without compromising your comfort, which is huge. Another really awesome feature is that Misa actually generates in-depth energy reports, so you can actually see how much you're spending and saving. For us, this means that I can have the heat on a little bit higher during Rook's naps and overnight because he's not old enough for a full-on blanket yet. I want to make sure that he's not getting cold at night, but then during the day when we're not in here as much, the Misa automatically turns the temperature down based on the schedule that I've set, which again is saving me money in the long run, especially over time. And once again, I can always change these schedules at any time from anywhere. My favorite feature that Misa offers is the geofencing, which is where you connect your phone's location to your Misa thermostat, and whenever you leave the house, Misa will automatically turn the temperature off in the house. So again, you're not wasting money on energy that you're not using. So for example, if we're staying out late one night and we're not getting home till 9 or 10, Misa knows that I'm not home and knows not to turn up the temperature in Rook's room until we actually get home. So cool. You can also set this up with smart home devices like Alexa and Siri if you have those, which makes it even more convenient. I also have to point out how beautiful and minimalistic it is. It really blends in with any aesthetic that you're going for in your house. It looks so high-end and elevates any room. Also, if you're wondering, Mesa baseboard is compatible with electric baseboard, fan forced, in-ceiling radiant heating, and hydronic baseboard. Also, Mesa has products for electric in-floor heating and mini split heat pumps. So if you're interested in saving money on your heating bill, check out the link in the description to get a Mesa of your own and use my discount code to get 10% off your first purchase. Thank you to Mesa for sponsoring today's video. Now let's move on to the rest of the space. Now on to the main event of this space, which is the decals. So I was looking online for wallpaper options, decal options, really just looking for something that would fit the space well, and oh my gosh, this is the most perfect thing I could have come across. These decals are by Dearest Little Decal. They did send these to me and I'm so blown away with the quality of the product and the beauty in the detail. I just love how realistic the images are, and I don't know, they're just so perfectly beautiful. I was able to put them on the wall by myself and it honestly was a really fun process. I know that putting up wallpaper can be really intimidating and, you know, decals can also be intimidating, but it really was a straightforward process. They have a YouTube video explaining how to put them on the wall. What really sealed the deal for me was that there's this little bear in the corner there, and Rook loves bears, so I immediately knew that I had to get this. And yeah, I'm just obsessed. This is the most perfect thing I could have gotten for this room. Love it. Moving on to our bedding options, we have just a IKEA crib here. I forget what this one's called, but it's like the standard crib that everyone has. And then I just have a floor bed on this side. So my plan is once the baby comes, they will stay in their bassinet in our bedroom for probably 6 months. Rook is still sleeping in the crib right now. And once, like I said, the baby's 6 months old, they will transition into the crib and Rook will be moved to a floor bed. That's the plan. This is obviously set up right now, but we're not actually using it because baby's not here yet. But yeah, I think this is the most functional for us because I didn't want to get 2 cribs. I don't want to pay for that. And this way, if everything works out how I'm hoping it will, Rook will be 2.5 by the time he's getting kicked out of the crib, which people suggest kids stay in cribs until 3. So I feel like that's fine. But then you have the other side of things where people say that floor beds are better for kids, so, or like for young toddlers, so I don't know. This is just, I think, what's gonna work for us, like I said. Maybe eventually we'll get a proper bed frame for in here, but again, I want this room to grow with the children, so my plan is once the baby has grown out of the crib, then we can put bunk beds up. So I don't want to buy a bed frame just to get bunk beds. That's what I'm thinking anyways. And then we just have an IKEA dresser. I don't remember what it's called. I will put it on the screen. I really like the size of this. It works perfect as a change table. I won't show you everything in here, but my plan right now is in here we have diapers and wipes. I'm hoping that Rook will be potty trained before the baby comes. We'll see. I haven't actually started yet, but it would be nice if I just had 1 set of diapers in here. Then on this side I have gear and bibs and a haka, stuff for more like of that newborn baby phase. This top drawer is all of Rook's clothes. This drawer, or not top, but like first big drawer. This drawer is all of baby's clothes, and then the bottom is more gear and mattress covers, that kind of stuff. And then we do have a closet that I'll show you. Well, you'll see that it exists, but I'm not actually going to show you in the closet because it's a disaster, but it's kind of like an organized disaster. It's just where we keep all of the baby gear, which really does like add up over time. But really there's no clothes in there. Everything that they are currently wearing goes in here, and then we have under couch storage for all the clothes that they're not currently fitting into. So I like to try and keep it relatively minimal and only have one drawer's worth of clothes. That keeps me in check with not overloading the clothes and making my life more difficult. And then we just have the diaper genie over here. I don't love the diaper genie. I think I want to get a different diaper pail system because I don't like paying for the bags and it always breaks. I don't know if that's just a me thing, but I'm not the biggest fan of it. As for the rug, I got this years ago from HomeSense. I would like something different, more fun and whimsical, but I already have a rug and I don't want to buy another one, you know? Moving over to this corner of the room, it's very strange you can see me in that mirror, but that's the closet there. I've thought about replacing the doors with different closet doors that are a bit more modern, but I actually kind of like that they're mirrors because I don't have a full-length mirror in my own room. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But we have our rocking chair here for nursing the baby. This is just an old fur blanket that I have, faux fur, and Rook loves it. He's such a blanket boy. He loves being wrapped in a blanket. So it's officially become a blanket for his room. This pillow cover I saw on Pinterest and was obsessed, had to order it. It's from Etsy. I'll link it below. It's super cottagecore and cute. And then up here we have some shelves that Josh made and I am obsessed. They're live edge fur that we've just had kind of sitting around in the garage for years, or we haven't had the garage for years, but we've had the wood for years, and cut them down to size and they couldn't be more perfect for the space. I know it's really common for people to have children height shelves so that your kids can like reach their own stuff, but it kind of stresses me out. So I got rid of our shelves that were low because we'd put books on it and the books would just get thrown around. So no more low shelves. Specifically, I realized the need for high shelves for all the knick-knacky, trinkety things that you just accumulate. So we have things like this, what do you call this? Hand-stitched R for Rook. A subscriber sent that to me, thank you. And then I have this little cottage clock thing, which actually was the inspiration for the whole room. I found this at the thrift store and thought, this is what I want the room to be. I'll go through everything else pretty quick. I have some honeycomb from one of our beehives. I have a stick that Rook found once. The thing in the top corner is actually super cool. It's actually a piggy bank customized with Rook's name. It's from a local small shop, so I'll link their Instagram down below. It also fits the aesthetic perfectly of the room. And yeah, I just love having a shelf where I can put all these things and not have Rook destroy them. I also forgot to mention that this space is going to be like ever changing. Right now we have the rocking chair, but once the baby doesn't need that anymore, my plan is to get rid of the chair and make this corner fun. I don't know how yet. Maybe a mini kitchen, maybe a table for drawing arts and crafts, maybe some like kids gymnastic gear. I don't know. I'm just excited that I have this little corner to put something fun for the kids. Okay, so that's the whole room. I really love how it's come together, like I said. I think it's so fun and the kids are really gonna enjoy it over the years, but it's also not overwhelming with stuff. I feel like the space is very manageable and functional for 2 children. We'll see when I actually have the kids, but let me know what you think down below and make sure to go check out Misa again if you're interested in their smart thermostat systems. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.